One, two, three. We moved to Texas. Yeehaw! Woo! Yippee!
So you probably know what this video is because of the title, which is probably why you clicked on it. So we just wanted to make this video and share why we moved to Texas and everything that went into it, because we really could have lived anywhere. Neither of us have had permanent jobs in any other state, so we were kind of just doing whatever. So here's why we chose Texas. We were obviously doing long distance from Arizona to Ohio, and we didn't want to be doing that anymore. And then I'm ready to leave Ohio, and Johnny was like, I don't really want to stay in Arizona anymore, because you lived there for how long?
I was there 4 years. Well,
yeah.
Arizona was an option.
Yeah, but you were like,
yeah,
you were like trying to move too.
Yeah, I'd only ever lived on the West Coast too, so like I was ready to see a different time zone.
Yeah, Arizona was definitely one of our options. We were also throwing around Florida and Tennessee, and then ultimately decided on Texas.
I even applied for a job in New York City, remember that?
Yeah.
We don't, just a random day.
Yeah, we were just maybe throwing around New York.
I emailed a school in Hawaii too.
Yeah, that was a fun day. But you never heard anything back, so whatever. We do really like Texas for a lot of reasons, but for one, it's right kind of in between where our families are living, because his family is mostly in Oregon and the West Coast, and mine's basically all in Ohio. So Texas is a good central location for everyone, and we like the climate here. It doesn't get super cold in the winters, because I'm way over the snow in Ohio, so I wanted to go somewhere a little bit warmer. I gotta
live somewhere I can play golf all year round, so yeah. I think coldest it gets in Texas average wise is low 50s, which I can deal with that. So you can still wear some good fits, you know, but
some fall fits,
some jackets,
get a little latte,
some layers,
walk around the city,
but you're not freezing your balls off, and that's important.
So we should say where we're living in Texas.
Yeah, so we moved to Fort Worth, Texas, which if you haven't heard of it, you should have. It's a pretty big city. Yeah, it's right outside Dallas, so it's the whole Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex area. We actually, our place, I won't sleep there, but our place is in downtown Fort Worth, right outside downtown Fort Worth.
Which is where I'll be living.
We just got approved for an apartment, so I'll basically be there all the time. I'll eat my meals there. I'll spend my free time after work there, and then I'll just go sleep. I'm still looking for a different room for these 5 months until we get married, and then I'll eventually move in officially.
Yeah, until we're married on December 21st.
December 21st.
Which would be the happiest day ever.
We're getting married here in Texas, so.
Yeah, we are getting married here in Texas. We just figured it would be so much easier for us. How do you plan a wedding in a state where you're not living in? So obviously if we did it in Oregon, Ohio, a lot of our family and friends would be nearby, but for us it just wasn't feasible, so we're having it here in Texas.
Yeah, and anyone who we know that anyone who really would make it no matter where is gonna come, and so
yeah, for sure.
And we get to say we got married in Texas, so that's pretty sick. So
yeah. And also kind of going off of that, so we chose Fort Worth instead of Dallas just because Dallas is a little bit bigger than we were looking for, and I think that Fort Worth it's a big city, but it doesn't really give off big city vibes.
Yeah, it's it's not a huge downtown area. Most of the population comes from residential areas, and she's much more of wants the city vibe, and I more of a country small town vibe. That's just where I feel more comfortable, and luckily Fort Worth is somehow both, and it's crazy that it really definitely feels like that, but the downtown is very almost small townish in a way, which with skyscrapers, but somehow that makes sense. And right next to our apartments downtown, and then right next to our apartments a place called the Stockyards, which is basically the Old West, and cattle and big longhorns run the streets every day, and there's rodeos, so it's the best of both worlds. It's very Texas, but super modern at the same time.
Yeah,
so
it's a little bit of country but with city vibes, and our apartment is super modern, so kind of just best of both worlds.
It has a golf simulator.
Yeah, that's true.
Dun dun dun. That's why I like it. No, I like it for other reasons too, but
yeah,
I mean the fact that I can go hit balls while she makes dinner, I mean
And then also very exciting news, we found out today actually, well this video isn't going to go up until like next week sometime, but today is Tuesday and we found out today that Johnny got a new job that he applied for. He's been applying to a ton, been working super hard on interview or applications and stuff, and then finally got an interview for one and secured the bag.
Yeah.
So that's very exciting for us.
The problem was that Texas was just not getting back to me on getting my certification done. I like turned all the paperwork back in April and they just weren't giving it to me. So like any job application I filled out, I just wasn't getting it. And then as soon as first job I interviewed for, I got. So super excited.
So yeah, Johnny has a job down here in Texas now, and I'm just gonna be doing social media full time and seeing what I can make of that. We're filming this in the car again because we don't have our apartment yet. Obviously.
We're living out of our truck.
And we're just staying with my uncle. So we're not gonna like film his house or anything, just for like privacy issues and stuff. I would never film someone's house. So we're in the truck again, but very, very soon we will be in our apartment. So the next video after this one will probably be empty apartment tour. So stay tuned for that.
It's pretty sick. Do you want to give them any updates on wedding planning?
Oh yeah, so for wedding planning, we already got a venue in Texas and we already booked a photographer and the date, obviously.
Yeah, that's how you book a venue. But
yeah. And then we know when my bridal appointment is. It's in Atlanta, Georgia, which is super fun. I'm flying out there for that, and all of my bridesmaids are able to fly out there and everything, so
my
very
suit
exciting.
appointment was in the dressing room at H&M, and that went very well. I'm wearing navy.
Everyone's sleeping on the
navy
suits at H&M.
I got it was cheap.
Yeah, very good price too. But we're still looking for other vendors like catering and desserts, DJ, what else? Videographer, that's a big one that we're still looking for. So if you know of any like cool food caterers, food trucks, coffee trucks, DJs, videographer, any of that in like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or just like kind of around that area in Texas, let us know please, because we don't even really know where to start with that other than just like Googling. And that's really all that we had for this video. It's trying to just let you guys know why we chose Texas and little updates like that. So stay tuned for our empty apartment tour coming very, very soon. Bye, we love you.
See ya.